The latest federal budget has been described as responsible and deflationary to unrestrained and inflationary. It's at a time where we have a widespread cost of living crisis, low productivity, increased inequality, and really a dire need to build a stronger social economy. Now, beyond the headlines and announcements, there are some key measures that we're paying close attention to at the Centre for Social Impact. First, in the area of employment services reform, we're seeing a $21 million commitment for a new employment pathways program to support social enterprises and businesses to provide job placements for those facing high barriers to employment. This recognises social enterprises as a key part of our social economy. It also makes the processes of how we certify social enterprise increasingly important. It also means that social enterprises will need to readily be able to measure, track and communicate their social impact. And that's something that we've been working on for a long time at the Centre for Social Impact. And we've got a range of tools and support that are really focused on doing just that. The second measure that we're paying attention to is that we saw increased commitments to addressing housing and homelessness, to assisting crisis support, and to build and repair social housing. Now, this is in addition to the $10 billion that was already committed to the Housing Australia Future Fund last year that aims to build 30,000 social and affordable rental homes. At the Centre for Social Impact, we really hope that conversations about this funding embrace social innovations in rethinking the diverse types of housing support needed, such as lodging housing services, to also considering different ownership models, such as cooperative housing models, and looking at how we can leverage impact investors into this work. The third measure that we're paying attention to in the budget is the Future Made in Australia initiative. That's bringing together a range of new and existing manufacturing and renewable energy programs. It's about achieving net zero and supporting local industry innovation and employment through regional workforce transition plans. However, these place-based approaches need to build a sustainable and an inclusive economy. That means it's going to be very important that the Social Services $100 million Outcomes Fund, that is also place-based, really delivers. Its focus on projects that reduce barriers to employment, homelessness, and provide support for children and families in these places also needs to generate insights about what works, where, and why that can be shared and scaled across the country. And to do all of this work, we also need to make sure that we have the data infrastructure in place to measure and track local social progress in these efforts as we work towards a just transition for all Australian communities. That's what we've been paying attention to in this latest federal budget.